Yo, this is R&B sensation Avrey Smith, and make sure you check out YouKnowIGotSoul.com. Yo, this is R&B sensation Avrey Smith, representing Chicago, out here in New York right now. Just preparing, man. I'll be performing tomorrow at 106 Park, so check me out. Spotlight on 106 Park.
And tell me the story about how you originally met Willie, you know, from Day 26, and how did he eventually sign you to his label?
Met Will about 4 years ago. His brother was throwing a talent show, Willie Taylor, who is now my manager, was throwing a talent show back in Chicago, and did the talent show. We kept in contact afterwards, and we just continued. Terrell continued to push me, and he started managing me. And Will came up with the idea for Noivak Music, his label. He saw something in me as an artist that he wanted to help take to the next level. So I signed with Noivak, and they've been working hard for me. I've been working hard for them. We combined forces, and it's just been a blessing to be able to have somebody who's my CEO, which is an executive position, but is also an artist, so he understands the trials and tribulations it goes, that I go through as an artist. So he helps push me and put me in a wonderful position. So shouts out to Will for that.
How would you describe your sound of music and your style of music?
Yeah, it's the first thing you're really gonna notice about my music is I'm really honest and to the point. That's the one thing people are gonna take away from my music. I'm kind of known as the R&B cat that'll tell you how it is, and say everything to the point, direct, no beat around the bush. It's a lot of high energy stuff, but then also I can slow it down, take it to the next. Also, give those real and relatable music. That's everything. Everything I said is real and relatable and honest. But I definitely, I'm a party fan, so I love the party.
All right, so I heard a couple of your songs, and the first one I heard was the song "Inked Up." So give me some background on that song. Tell me how it came together.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my new single, "Inked Up." It's my brand new single right now. Like you said, man, Inked Up. It's my new single right now. It's available on iTunes, so everybody out there, make sure you go check that out on iTunes, Amazon.com, wherever they sell music electronically. That's my new single, Avrey Smith, Inked Up. And the song came into play just because, I got a lot of tattoos, and I heard a lot of people walking around saying tatted up, but didn't have nearly as much as I did. And I stopped counting line, and I started looking at it, and it just looks like ink on my body, so I decided to say I'm inked up. I put the line, I actually put the line, if you know my name, I'm inked up, in a mixtape song. And a lot of people would tweet it to me on a daily, so I just ran ahead and ran with that concept. I made a song about tattoos, and Inked Up has got so much energy. I wanted to make a real fun party record for the club, for everybody out there rocking ink. You know what I'm saying? Cool. That's all I've about.
And we feature another one of your songs just yesterday on the site, the song "You Got It." Tell me about that song.
"You Got It" is I really did that for the ladies. You know what I mean? Just simply because I am an R&B cat. We cater towards women a lot. Inked Up was such a party record. I wanted the ladies to know that hey, I got something for y'all too. And "You Got It" is talking about the perfect woman, and how she, this woman possesses all the qualities that I would see in the absolute perfect woman she has. You know what I mean? So it's just talking to my ladies out there, for all my perfect women out there.
Cool. Now, I read that in your bio, you dance as well. You were influenced by Michael Jackson. Now, do you feel as an upcoming R&B singer in this generation of R&B, being a full entertainer is almost a quality you need? You need to be able to dance, sing, everything?
Yeah. That's, me being a dance, me singing and dancing as well as being a trained instrumentalist, I feel like that's really important that you're not only just a singer or a dancer. You're an artist. Being an artist, you have to entertain. You have to be an entertainer. With having artists in the game right now, like the Chris Browns and the Amari, these people that have such great quality talent to give great performances. Like Usher, who's still doing it. As an up-and-coming cat that's just new to the game, I really have to make sure that I'm on top of it. I'm bringing my A game and dancing and singing and giving everybody the best show possible. Stay on the same level.
Cool. And talk about how competitive it is as an upcoming artist just trying to make it. You're signed now, but with the technology these days, there's YouTube, people get discovered online. People have a million ways to get discovered.
Exactly.
What's it like out there trying to make it as an artist?
You know what? It's real hard. It's real hard for upcoming artists. And coming from where I'm from Chicago. And, we are a major city. We're the third largest city in the United States, but there's no major labels there. There's a lot of great talent sitting back in Chicago, but it's really competitive because there are so many talented people. But I feel like as an up-and-coming artist, you have to just keep in mind to maintain who you are as an artist, and you're unique. There's only one of you. You continue to do what you do as an artist, and eventually that's going to get in the right hands of the right people. But it's a real big competition out there. But I've been able to be fortunate to have other artists that are in the game now collaborate with me, and not be in competition, like Will from Day 26, and help take my career to the next level.
Yeah.
It's been a blessing.
Cool. I know that in terms of this new generation of R&B, some older fans of R&B, they call it real R&B. They look at some of the younger cats and be like, oh, they can't sing. It's just not the same.
Exactly.
Do you feel like the new generation gets a bad rap? How do you respond to that?
I really do. I'm glad that you asked me that, just because I am a part of the new generation of R&B, and I feel like it does have a bad rep. I just think that the people who, the people who are used to how R&B was need to understand that all music has evolved. You know what I mean? Music is always constant. It's one huge evolution. And what is hot today could not be hot tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing that I think people need to understand, is that it's still R&B music, and the artists that are performing it are still talented and can still sing and can still dance, but R&B is made in evolution.
Yeah.
So, the type of music that people want to hear, and it's all about consumers. The type of music that people want to hear, it changes every day. So you just catering towards that audience.
Yeah. Good point. I like that. I read in your bio you went to college as a business major.
Yeah.
Talk about how what you learned in college kind of helped you in your career as a musician. Yeah.
Like you did say, I went to college, got one more year left to finish up studying music business, and, going to school and pursuing a career at the same time. For me, I actually benefited from it because I was studying music business, so I was learning so much more about the business aspect of, turning, this passion I have for music into a career.
Yeah.
And it was a blessing to be able to know what it is I was getting myself into, to know what to do and what not to do, to learn how to market and brand myself as an artist, and, to know what when I'm being swindled and what's a great opportunity. So that's why, education was so important to me, and simply because I was able to learn so much about what it is that I'm currently pursuing.
Yeah, great. Back to Willie for a second, what's some advice he's given you in your career that's kind of helped you, pointed you in the right direction?
Yeah. The biggest thing that Will is always, he instilled in me is a great work ethic. You know what I mean? He's been doing it for years now. Even before Day 26, he was grinding really, really hard as far as, pursuing this career in music. He reached that plateau, and he's a platinum selling recording artist. And all he's taught me is that the biggest thing is to continue to make great music, an abundance of it. Don't get complacent with one hot song or two hot songs. You got to continue to make great music and bang out as many records as you can. You know what I mean? Just continue to make as many records as you can that are quality. Try to make every single song a single, and that way, if you have the product necessary, when it ends up in the right hands, you'll be put in the right position.
Yeah. All right, cool. I also read that from a young age you learned how to play, several instruments. Yeah. How has that helped you, further your career as a musician?
Yeah, and me being a trained instrumentalist is just really giving me a whole nother level of creativity. By being able to hear instrumentals and put my own vibe on the whole record. It's been being an instrumentalist that knows how to play the records and do that and things like that, and compose records itself. It's helped me a lot in my creativity, my ability to hear certain things within music and certain instrumentals that I feel like I can take that record to the next level. You know what I mean? And I've been playing piano since I was about 7.
Yeah.
Playing low brass instruments since I was about 11 or 12 years old, and percussion as well. So it's just been a blessing to be able to know what it is that I hear and be able to take it to the next level because I know exactly what it is.
Definitely. Yeah. So you mentioned you have the single Inked Up out right now. What's next for you?
Yes, sir. Right now, I'm actually currently working on an album. It's untitled. There's no specific date just yet, but before I release that album, I'm going to release a mixtape called The Second Language. It's going to be all originals. The reason it's called The Second Language is it's my second major project. My first mixtape, No Apologies, is available right now on my website, avrysmithmusic.com. It's going to be my second major project, and the reason I call it The Second Language is because it's foreign to my first project. My first project was all covers, and this project is going to be all original joints. It's going to be a lot more classic R&B. You know what I mean? Still going to have the party records. There's going to be a lot more R&B on that, and we're going to release date for that pretty soon, and to keep up to date with that, to check up on any of my updates, any release dates, anything like that, you can stay up to date with me at my website, which is avrysmithmusic.com. That's AVREY smithmusic.com. But yeah, just working on an album in the midst of that, and I'm just trying to make sure I release the best and most quality music out.
Yeah, cool. Who are some artists you'd like to collaborate with in the future if you had the chance, like dream collaborations?
Man, there's so many artists. I go down the line for days, but even artists right now, some of the young cats that are in the game that are really establishing themselves, from Wiz, Philly, to Big Sean. Chris Brown's been in the game for a while, but he's still a young cat. He's been in the game for a while. I would love to collaborate with him, but even some soulful artists like John Legend, Ryan Leslie, who are also trained instrumentalists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even some veterans in the game like a R. Kelly, things like that. There's a lot of people across the board from R&B to hip hop that I would love to collaborate with, and hopefully I get the opportunity.
Yeah, cool. So that's all I got for you. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Hey, like I said, new single, inked up on iTunes, available right now, Amazon.com, anywhere music is sold electronically, excuse me. You can go ahead and check that out. My new single on iTunes right now. Stay up to date with me at AvreySmithMusic.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Avrey Smith Music. That's AVREY Smith Music. And all my social sites, YouTube, Facebook, / Avrey Smith Music. Excuse me. But yeah, appreciate you guys having me.
Cool. Thank you very much.